Capricorn. This is your June 2024 reading. My name is Ava St. Clair. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And I was doing a little bit of meditation. And the thing that came up for me was something that was very soft and beautiful. It's green, like heart chakra, like emerald green kind of energy. But it feels almost like abandonment. So in the midst of you feeling abandoned and isolated, quite frankly, and like a sense of longing for something that's left you, feels like this incredible healing aura or this like um envelope of like this billowing green angelic energy that's around you. It feels like an Archangel Michael kind of a thing. Interesting enough, it actually feels a lot like the back of this deck. It's very beautiful here. It's gorgeous. And I can kind of see like a little a Capricorn, even though the energy that I'm getting is not necessarily the mountain goat, it's like a stag that's just standing there. Because even though you may feel abandoned or isolated or in this kind of healing energy, there's something about it that you knew was coming, and there's something about what's coming that you already know. And there's like a trust there. So, say a quick prayer. Um, I call upon the light. I call upon the divine. I call upon the Holy Spirit. May your anointing bring us clarity, wisdom, compassion. Ashe. So, some things has to start with these. Don't normally start with oracles. This is the one and two. The first one's out, number 39. It's a 3. So you are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, and transcending. How can you invite more grace to guide you? Yeah. I just feel like you knew that you were going to be here or something. Okay. And the next one is soul alignment. It's time for a radical change. How do you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? This is what I'm talking about. This soul alignment. It's like there's something about your situation where you knew you were going to be here, or you knew that it was going to take you being here in order to become who you're becoming next, or to in order to do something. And it feels sad and it's a little bit forlorn, but it's not hopeless or destitute. It just feels like you knew it was coming and you also know what's coming. So let's see what the Hoodoo deck has to say here. I'm getting like different voices. You got 3 of coins here. It's gorgeous. 3 of pentacles. Challenge. Uh-huh. Woo. You got the Father of Cups with the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I want to sit on this for a little while. That feels time historically specific. But I'm going to keep going anyway. Okay. That's your challenge and your opportunity and your advice. What's your advice? Page of Wands, 6 of Cups. I like that. Okay. Well, I like where this is going. This is going somewhere. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles right hanging over this opportunity here. This feels like, and for some of you, it might be real. So maybe this is a message for one or more of you here. This is the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. What you're going through now feels quite frankly ancestral. And for one of you, just picking up on mediumship energies here, this was actually a conversation that your father had with your grandmother. Okay. And it could have been around this time period, like let's say mid 40s or 30s or something like that, 1930s, 1940s. I won't say your father, but some granddaddy and grandmother, y'all know what I'm saying. But it feels like this mother and son had a conversation about something the son should have done for his children and for progeny coming on down the road. And it has something to do with gambling. Okay. whether it's like actual gambling or whatever. But this mother and son way back in the 30s and 40s had a conversation about this habit, and what he was saying is like, it's business, it's just business. I'm not gambling, it's business. But what the mother could intuit is that though it looked like business on the surface, it was truly gambling under the surface. And this habit that this son went off into the sunset to go and continue, whether it was business building or whatever, the way in which he approached building these businesses was actually more like gambling, moving thing, hoping that this one business blew up so he can get to the other or whatever. And because this particular human had this habit, he passed it down. And now, Capricorn, there's something about this either in your family line or in your relationship or in your home or something. There's something about this blow up of a conversation that happened, 100 years ago at this point. Jesus, I'm getting old. Right? That happened that is now impacting you. Okay. And sure enough, you got the 3 of coins, which can talk about kind of collaborative efforts, generally speaking, but it can also talk about dicey practices of business between more than one person at a time. So but that's coming up here. You also have the 6 of Cups coming up in the advice, which talks about the past. And so whatever this individual has done is like passing down. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, what I am picking up on it in general is that, I don't know, Capricorn, even if this particular situation is not you, there's something about the way that you or someone approaches business that created a chaos that had everything fall apart. Okay. And then you've got in the middle of your read the opportunity. 8 of Pentacles, which is there's only a couple cards in the deck that just have very straightforward meanings. 8 of Pentacles is one of them. I don't care what you slice it, how you say it, how you look at it. It just means work, craftsmanship, mastery. And what this Hanged Man is saying, that your opportunity at this point is to think about work differently. Whether you got your idea of work from a character such as, right, who sort of treated business more like a get-rich quick scheme or something like this, or whether you are someone who already understands how to just put in the work and do things step by step, which is most Capricorn. Like, okay, I got this step and the next step and the next step, whatever. Either you or someone in your midst forgot about that. And what your opportunity is to either reclaim that approach to work, right? The longevity, the get-to-itness, the step-by-stepness of it, or to teach this other person how to claim that and how to look at it as a positive thing and not something that's gonna hang them up. Like, there's a lot of stuff kind of going on around just in general about people being like, I want to do one thing for 10 minutes in a day and never have to work in my, all this kind of thing. And what Capricorn's opportunity is to teach how to do this in a way that doesn't burn us out, right? How do we work in a way that isn't going to kill us or get us stiffed at the end? And because this Hanged Man is here over the work energy, it's like you knew all along, very similar to Scorpio. It's like there's something about the situation where you knew all along that the only way that this situation was going to work is if you worked it, right? It'll work if you work it. Energy, it's like you already knew that, and you know that you're where you are now because either you or someone else who's important to you didn't work it, okay? Your advice here, Page of Wands and the 6 of Cups. There's a lot of energy that I'm picking up here from this. Your advice here is just to kind of make a redirect. I know that this is that was a lot of heavy, deep information for us to just be like, well, just do something different, But that's what's coming through here. It's kind of like, leave the past in the past. You know what happened, it happened. Just get back to doing you. Get back to just go and do something else. Because the 6 of Cups, the reclamation of it, trying to reclaim this looks like it could repeat itself. And so the best thing for you to do is just to go off and do something else. Because even if it's somebody coming back and saying, hey, I'm sorry, or it could be a colleague or a business partner, could also be a love partner. If this person comes back and says, hey, we can do something else, da, 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 they're really coming back on the same thing with modified wisdom. It's like, okay, well, the way that I kind of gambled that up the last time didn't work. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it on a Tuesday instead of a Friday night. And it's just like it's gonna repeat itself. And so the best thing for you to do is just to sidestep it all together and be like, I see you, I understand you, I appreciate you, I respect you from back here. I love you from back here. But me going through this with you again, I'm not interested because I knew it was gonna happen the first time, right? I saw it. And so at this point, with this truth seeker, they're like, because you kind of already knew you couldn't do anything really to avoid it, it was out of your control from what I'm looking at here. It's kind of like, well, it is what it is. Guess we all make our mistakes and you got your own soul path and so on and so on and so on. It's been real. Sayonara. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. So let me see what I get from the African goddess deck here. Cosmic power and good juju. Marie Laveau, the good doctor coming in there. And then you got Mona Lisa, Cosmic Power. It's gorgeous. And both of these sort of talk, I mean, Mona Lisa talks about inner divine wisdom and power that comes from a mashing together of your masculine and feminine here. And to me, it looks like you always had it. This is just looking like an activation of that. There's something about this. There's something about witnessing this that brings you good luck. I don't know how that works out, but there's something about this that brings you very, very good luck. No matter how frustrating or painful this might have been going through this with this individual, there's something about this that brings you out. Um, Something's telling me to take another thing from the Greenwich Tarot, which I find interesting. Um, Success, Six of Wands. And there's like, and it's interesting because like, right, the contrast of these energies and the decks, this very kind of like moody, even a little like maybe even a little bit dark energies from the past. It's murky, it's sensational, it's all of that. To like this bright, like Disney colored, like, yeah, okay, I figured it out, I got it. Success, right? And it's almost like you take this person's mistakes, you take their mistakes and gain wisdom from it and do something else with it, right? So I'm gonna get one more. They said Princess of the Light. It just feels very over. I mean, June for this feels like you've already been through your paces with it. You've frustrated, had your arguments, blowed up, grieved about it, whatever. And now you're just kind of like, okay, what to do next? And what to do next is just walking away from it, which I think is the hardest part about this. There it is. Deep emotions, unknown past life influence. I'm telling you, right? There's something about this that runs through the family line or runs through this person's family line. And that's how y'all got here. Because way back in the day, somebody decided, I know how to do business that don't require all of this hurting. And it's been going on ever since. This person teaches that person that and so on. And now you have this situation. But Capricorn, I think no matter what's happened in the past or what's even happening now, your most difficult challenge is going to be just walking away because it doesn't make any sense that all of this would have gone down for you to just come out and be like, okay, and just redirect yourself. Um, that I think is going to be the most difficult part. But if you do and you can, just chalk it up to karmic family lessons in the bloodline, like I said, whether it's you or somebody else's, and just walk away from it. Just completely find something else to do. Just be aware that this individual in June may come back for a second round. Advice is for most of you, excuse me, don't do it. So that is your read, Capricorn. That was deep. If you would like a personal read, I am doing a special from now until August for $99. 1 hour deep dives. You go into your astrology or any kind of shadow work that you may be working on at the time. The link is in the description below. There is also a link for, I think, a workbook that I'm doing too. That's totally free, called Libertas. So you avail yourself of that. And lastly, what do I want to say? I think that's it. Oh, like, share, comment, subscribe. That's how you do it, right? That's it. So please do. And let me know if you have any questions about the read and all of that. But I do look forward to talking to you the next time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.